an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew.
I'm not modeling anymore for the two of you.
Loveline.
Hey, believe it or not, we're on the radio here. Welcome to Loveline.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Already off to ominous start here.
A raging start.
Goldfinger is our guest tonight. We have John and Charlie and Kelly and, of course, Darren all in here. And let me get set here. Let's see. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. And now, with that being said, it's good to see Goldfinger again.
Hallelujah. Good to be seen, my friend.
Yeah. Goldfinger is one of the few bands that we consider a friend of the show.
You always start the show off with that. We're a friend.
That's something new, bro.
We're actually on the Loveline online .com.
Really?
Yeah, there's a picture of us.
I didn't know we had
and
one of
Simon.
those. I got to look that up.
Getting rectal exams from Drew.
Well, let's talk about Goldfinger for just one moment. I see they have a new CD out with some pretty good sounding covers on it. And now, was the band officially broken up for some period of time, a short period of time? Or did Goldfinger ever break up?
Not as far as I know. Darren, did you leave recently? For mental health reasons, yeah, but
Cracking up and breaking up are different. During these mental health
So
days.
you're more cracked up, but you didn't break up.
no. We took a little break. I produced some bands. He made a record, and we did our own things. What did you do? Did you do anything, Charlie?
Charlie just had sex with every porn star in Los Angeles. We got a new bass player.
Oh yeah, we got a new bass player,
Kelly here.
Okay. Hello.
That's Kelly, where Simon used to be, I believe, right?
Exactly.
Simon just sort of, he just sort of domesticated?
What happened to Simon, Darren?
Simon's not in the band anymore.
All right.
All right.
Well, I liked Simon. I thought he was a nice guy.
Simon liked you.
Wonderful guy.
A lot.
Oh, really?
Wonderful guy.
Maybe that was the vibe I was picking up on.
You guys are pissed at Simon.
Not
at all.
No, I'm not. I'm sure
Adam,
we got a time with it.
I gotta give you my trademark gifts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fireworks.
You have you have a King's hockey puck?
I do, but I could always use another. No, I don't have one, actually.
Do you have a Darth Vader Pez?
Again, I do, but I could always... No, I don't have a Darth Vader Pez or a King's hockey puck.
My
Every
kids.
time I bring something for Drew, he's like, no, just give it to Adam.
Well, Drew doesn't take it home with him.
Well, you give stuff that I can use for my kids. I'll take it home.
I want you to
You gotta
know...
give me three of
give him
everything.
the Pez
You gotta
and
give me
keep the
I can't
puck.
take one. I'll have to have three.
Give him the Pez and then you keep the puck.
All right.
Did you hear Darren got to write the theme song for the Kings?
What's that?
He got to write the theme song for the Kings.
Really?
Yeah.
If you go to Kings games, you'd hear it 3 times, once before every period. And
What is it?
It's like a bit of music with like a Go Kings Go. Very good.
And there's vocals in it?
Yeah, it's me and John sang on it.
But before he gave it to me, he called all his neighbors. He has this like 80-year-old woman going, "Go Kings, go!" Like kind of out of time.
Yeah, they're all off time. Really mixed. Really
It's supposed to be
bad.
this chant, this kind of like soccer chant,
Right.
you know, "Go Kings."
And they loved
go,"
it. And they gave
kinda.
me some tickets. And it was
How
bad.
did you hook up with the Kings?
I know the marketing director real well, so
So he said, do a song?
Yeah.
We actually did a K-Rock show, a parking lot show at the Kings game.
And that's where the connection was made?
Yeah, they wouldn't let us in the buildings. We had to play in the parking lot.
Well, let's talk about the new CD. I had the cover of it somewhere, but it was opened up by Kelly, I believe. Let's talk about this. You talk about it. Let me look at it for a second.
Well, there's this club called, what is it, the Ranch Bowl in Omaha. It's like kind of like the only kind of club that, you know, plays our kind of like we could play at, you know, and it's like a bowling alley, a volleyball court, a radio station, and it's like everything all in one, you know. It's
Right.
And after the show, they said, "Hey, we got this recording studio. You want to come and just record some songs?" And so we just figured we'd record every cover song we knew. And it was like 4 a.m. when we did it. We just did it all like kind of one take. It took like an hour and a half to do, and we just decided to release it.
This is called Darren's Coconut Ass, live from Omaha.
There you go.
All right. And what songs are we going to hear tonight?
I don't know. We're thinking about what? The Cure? Just Like Heaven?
And possibly Feel Like Making Love?
Maybe.
Or Is She Really Going
Oh,
Out
yeah, there you go. We could play that one, too.
That
80s,
is a
80s songs.
good old Joe Jackson song. You know, a lot of people picked up with Joe Jackson in the mid-'80s with all that stepping out into the night BS. But what people don't realize is they don't realize Look Sharp and I'm the Man and that good, solid, rockin', pissed off, sort of punky edge stuff from 80, 81. I mean, that's when Joe Jackson was at his prime.
Yeah,
And those are the songs to cover.
absolutely.
Great bass player.
Graham Maybe. That guy rules.
All right, so what we'll do is we'll take a call or two, and then we'll hear some of the new Goldfinger stuff. John,
Yeah.
you're 23?
Hi, how you doing? This is a question for Dr. Drew. I was just curious as far as, you know how, like, I'm not saying that I condone kids having sex or sex with kids or anything of that nature, but why is it that pretty much scientifically their bodies are ready, like, as young as 11 years old, to have sex, yet morally, you know, well, obviously...
Yeah, they're even better because they're kind of tight and they don't smell bad.
You know what? It's not,
especially the gents, you know?
I mean, I know it's like...
They're really snug.
kind of thing, but...
It's hard to get them off you.
It's not a moral issue. It's what they call a neurocognitive issue, that the brain development hasn't completed yet. And the kinds of judgments and the sorts of responsibilities that come with connecting that intimately and getting that involved with somebody, by and large, are not a good idea
Yeah,
for a
but
young
what,
person.
what John is asking is...
Change, like...
Quiet down, John. I'm saying what you're asking.
Okay.
What John is saying is, why do they make you ready when your mind isn't ready? Why is your body ready? Why does God have a 12, 13-year-old woman's body ready when we know her mind isn't ready for this?
Exactly.
Doesn't seem to make sense.
I'm on the same page.
Longer lifespan.
Because it takes a few 100,000 years for us to evolve biologically.
Right.
And we were designed basically to live to about 22.
Exactly.
Okay.
And we've sort of outstripped that.
Do you think that eventually it'll catch up to the point that maybe... Because I heard that, you know, we're actually having sex at a younger age. And
Well, no, we're actually reaching puberty at a younger age, which defies my logic, frankly.
Certainly does.
So we don't know. Don't know the answer to what you're asking.
If I had my way, women wouldn't get a vagina until they're 18.
That's right. It'd be issued from the state, right?
Like, you have to take a test.
Right.
And all that's...
I'm sorry, my daughter's staying at a lock and key until...
That's right.
10 o'clock.
I got your back, dude.
10 o'clock.
Chastity belt.
She's 24.
It's right now. It is in a safe deposit box in Zurich. Is that true?
Well, how did you know that?
Gaining interest.
I got your wife drunk. She talks.
But it's interesting. Romeo and Juliet were like, I believe, 13 and 14 or 14 and 15.
You're asking the wrong crowd.
That's right.
They're under 15. And
What's that say about Shakespeare?
well, it also says, it actually, on one hand it says, see how amazingly involved 14 and 15-year-olds become. On the other hand, it's see how effed up they can make their relationships. I mean, they end up both committing suicide.
All right. So the good news is you live to 80 now. And
there's a lot more that goes...
You reach puberty at 9, and so I say game on.
You know the saying, don't you?
If there's grass.
On the field, play ball.
Well, what's that thing we had the last tour with all the ages of states and countries or whatever?
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like the craziest one was like 11.
Japan.
Is it Japan 11?
Yeah.
12.
They had the legal ages of consent on the back of a backstage pass. And
Really?
Yeah.
The Bloodhound Gang, we
Friends
toured
of
them. And
friends of ours. And
Oh, a bloodhound.
What was it? Iran? It was 21 or something like that, and you lose a
24 in Iran.
24.
Yeah.
But like 12 in Japan. 12's like legal age.
That's effed up because when we toured, effed. When we toured Iran, I was with a 20-year-old, and that was
You could have got
shot.
You could have got your
Man.
cut off.
Nicole,
Yeah, hi.
you're 20.
Yeah,
ironically
hi,
enough.
Drew. Hi, Adam.
You didn't tour Iran with Kelly, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, it was another 20. What's up?
I was wondering, I use a vibrator basically every night. And I was
Hold on.
So does Darren.
Hold on. What for?
because my boyfriend's not around.
Does it chip your teeth?
I see.
No.
And
Go ahead.
And I was wondering, is it possible to desensitize myself?
Yeah, you
By
could.
using it?
Yeah, you could. A little bit. Not irreversibly and not horribly, but you can.
no, but we do hear this.
So if I did stop using it, I could get like all the feeling back.
Oh, you've noticed you're desensitized, what you're
I
saying.
think so, yes.
Yeah, yes,
and I'm kind of worried about when my boyfriend comes home. I don't want it to be hard.
Yes, you
have
could.
an orgasm.
Or you just got
Actually, you do.
You don't want it to be difficult to have an orgasm, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You have to choose your words carefully in front of Darren. All right.
among
so,
other things.
Right. So when is he coming back?
He's coming back in March.
You got plenty of time.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
You just do what I do. You ice it down after you're done. All right?
Okay.
All
A
right.
little bit of heat, too.
But this is something that's kind of interesting because the vibrator's 30 years old or something, right?
The instrument?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the data's not in yet.
Well,
And we don't really know. It's like a cell phone. We don't exactly know what the effect of this is going to be over the long
we've got
term.
a couple generations to
Right.
pull this through.
And they seem to be okay?
So everybody seems fine.
All right. I'm just saying, it's tough to compete with that.
Yeah, the vibrator's the enemy.
Yeah.
Plus, you can't use the jackhammer extension either. That'll really...
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Did I say that out loud?
Jeff?
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're 23.
Yeah. First I wanted to ask you guys. There's a couple Drew drops that you guys don't play anymore.
Yeah.
One of them was Drew goes, "Hey, I'm a prostitute. I'm a stripper. I'm doing drugs."
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. And the other one was the Phyllis Diller one, where she's telling Drew she doesn't like the show.
Wow, that's like 15 years old.
Yeah, I've been listening to you forever.
Wow.
Listen, I heard that show when I was in the parking lot of a Mayfair market when I lived in Santa Monica.
Oh, my God.
On a Sunday night at 10:30. Was that the one where Phyllis Diller got all pissed off and hung up?
Yeah.
Was it a phoner or something?
Yeah, she goes, "I thought it was a funny show. Bye."
Yeah, that was like 1991 or something. It wasn't 85 or something.
Right, maybe 90, yeah.
All right.
Like in 9th grade.
Well, I don't think we have the Phyllis Diller one, but do we have the other one?
Hey, I'm doing drugs. I'm a prostitute. I'm a stripper. I've had fun doing relationships. I don't know whether I'm gay or straight.
Why doesn't Anderson play it more?
No, that was just a wonderful recreation done by Drew live.
Oh, what?
Anal sex? No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that with Booger Man?
I swear to God, you know, Anderson, he'll play that yawning drop 1,000 times when I'm in the middle of a rant that sends me through the... That's what he plays when I'm in the middle of some of my best rants that sends me through the roof. That he'll play all goddamn night long, but he won't play any good Drew drops.
Whatever.
That's the one that drives me insane, too. You better prioritize with those Drew drops. You can never go to the well too often with those out-of-context Drew drops, or OCDs, as we like to call them. All right, or OCDDs. That's different.
I'm keeping it real, yeah.
E-dub.
What was that?
Do you have one?
You're keeping it real.
Wow, I don't even remember you keeping it real.
No.
Hey, Jeff?
Yeah?
You want anything else?
Yeah, yesterday this was really weird. I totally came out of the movies. I did not know, I barely knew who I was. I couldn't find my car or anything. I didn't know what my car looked like. I just lost everything.
How long did it last for?
About 3 hours.
I bet you're pretty disappointed when you found out you're driving a 77 Vega.
What did you do during that 3 hours?
It's like, I hope it's a Porsche.
You watched the movie?
No, but afterwards, I was just calling people, trying to figure out everything, and I slowly came back.
Well, that's called transient global amnesia. And it's sort of a serious thing in somebody your age. It can be a seizure. It can be a stroke. It could be a sign of other... virtually any medical problem you can name can have this as a manifestation. In older folks, it usually is a sign of a stroke.
What movie was it?
Toy Story 2.
Oh, see, that's
There
the
you go,
problem.
dude.
Do you have kids?
He was hypnotized.
Well, no, but I was with my nephew at the time.
I see. It must have been scary for him.
You need to call a doctor as soon as possible. And
Really?
You need some testing. Yeah. Actually, transient global amnesia usually ends up being nothing of dramatic consequence. Most often it is just something that's unexplained and goes unexplained. But it could be a sign of something significant. It needs an evaluation.
That happened to me once when I was on mushrooms. Kevin.
If you did a lot of drugs, it's certainly possible that kind of thing could happen.
Kevin?
Hello?
You're 20?
Yeah, I got a couple questions for Goldfinger. First of all,
Here
when's
they
the
are.
new album coming out, the full-length album?
April.
March.
All right, and another question. We're trying to get a copy of your guys' Mabel video. We were in there like a few years ago, and I run into you guys every once in a while, and you guys always tell me to call a number, and you can never hook me up.
Just go to goldfingermusic.com and you can download videos, or we have a home video for sale. Yeah, you can just, that website has pretty much everything.
That's probably your best bet. Go to goldfingermusic.com because that video that we're selling has all of our videos and some
All right,
backstage.
cool. Thanks a lot for your time, man. And Adam and Dr. G, guys, rock.
Word.
Late.
I'm just keeping it real.
I like word. Drew's all about the cheddar. Chloe,
Hi.
you're 17?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on with Goldfinger?
Hi, Goldfinger.
Hello.
I called about a while ago, and this is about threesome with my twin sister.
You had
what?
You had a threesome with your twin sister?
Yeah, do you remember I
Yeah,
called?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Dr. Drew,
Yeah.
I took your advice,
Yeah.
and I went to the meeting, and now I'm living in a separate home than my sister for about 2 weeks. And the therapist...
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, is your radio on in the background there,
Yeah,
Chloe?
hold on, I'm sorry.
All right. She called a couple of weeks ago, said her and her twin sister had a threesome with a guy.
I can't quite remember this.
I think I remember this phone call.
Well, tell me about it, Darren. What happened?
I just remember the subject, not the details.
And
Like
Darn.
I took the advice you gave me to go to one of the therapy meetings.
What therapy meetings?
My twin sister, has therapy meetings.
Oh, go with her. You went with her?
For a family session.
Great.
And because she'd been attacking me.
She's been attacking you?
Yeah, don't you remember this one, Drew?
No, tell me.
Well, you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened? No, here's what happened. She had this sister that was like violent and was going into therapy, and Chloe was going to the family meetings, and you were trying to encourage her to pipe up and talk about it in the family meetings, and she didn't want to bring it up.
I'm having transient global amnesia.
No,
What's my name? What's my name?
I don't care. S-head.
Her twin sister talked her into having a threesome.
Right.
So she did, and then her twin sister freaked out and like punched her and yelled at
Okay,
her.
right. It was after this weird sexual experience.
Wait, I think this was with Charlie. Weren't you there?
No.
All right, so you went to the therapy, and what happened?
And my sister went. I'm sorry if there's a beep because somebody's trying to call me and I'm not going to answer it.
Great.
So I was at the therapy meeting and my sister sat there and we discussed it, and the therapist ended up speaking to my mom and telling my mom about the threesome.
Oh, boy.
And my mom was really disgusted, and she made me move in with my aunt for 2 weeks.
She blamed you?
Yeah, I'm staying with my aunt.
But she blamed you for the experience?
No, she blamed both of us. But mostly I got in trouble for it because my sister's like a little crazy.
Right.
Because she had drug abuse and everything.
Where's your dad? Was he around?
No.
All right.
So in other words, they were expecting you to sort of keep it together.
Yeah.
And not give in to your
Okay, so now what's going on?
So my sister is currently at home, and I still see her in school.
Mm-hmm.
And what she did was she posted pictures of me that she found that my boyfriend had taken about 2 years ago on the internet. And she's doing everything in her that she can possibly do to ruin me and hurt me.
Pictures of you doing what?
She's just embarrassing me, and she tried to physically assault me in school. And I love her, and I just don't understand why, like, I try to talk to her, and she just won't. And she's telling my mom that, like, it was my fault and that I instigated it.
Oh, boy. All right, hey, listen, Chloe? I know you're in a bad way right now, but you know better than anyone in this room how nutty your sister is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all bets are off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, she does a lot of horrible things, but she's a nutty person. And sometimes nutty people do horrible things. And you're sort of taking everything she does as if, you know, you guys were really close and she was really sane, and all of a sudden she lashed out at you. She's nutty. This is just one more act of a nutty person, and she's done many, many acts. I mean, you shouldn't be surprised anymore. I know you're disappointed that your own sister would do this to you, but are you really surprised?
Kind of, because, I mean, one of my best friends was telling me that it might have something to do with, like, a twin syndrome.
No, Chloe, listen.
She's,
is she an
too
addict?
much Knight Rider.
Yeah. Is your sister an addict presently?
Yeah.
Okay. When
She's
people are
acting
addicted
out.
to drugs, just think about somebody whose brain is discharging uncontrollably. She is on drugs. Her brain is not functioning normally. There's no telling what behaviors will manifest.
Okay.
It changes. It's not the same person. Yes, you love your sister, but she has a profound illness now. And her behaviors are unpredictable, and it's really, I think, important not to be in her life when she's using drugs.
All right, so Chloe, you got to take care of yourself. Don't act out. Don't get into trouble. Study hard. Don't piss your aunt off. Go far away to college somewhere, and sign your sister off. Just write her out of your life.
It's easy to say.
Well, listen.
But stay away.
You just got to write her off for the time it takes for her to get normal again, and you guys will have a reunion, and she'll apologize, and she'll get sober.
Maybe.
And all that good stuff. Come on, Charlie. She's crying already. What do you want?
No, I mean, I'm just saying, no matter how much you love somebody, sometimes you just have to cut them off.
You have to let
Do you know
go.
what I mean? And if you're going to be 18 next year, you know, you might, as brutal as it'll be, might need to just cut her out of your life. I mean, you're going to have your own pad or whatever you're going to do. Maybe you're going to go off to go to school, but, you know, it sucks. But sometimes the only thing you can do is walk away from somebody.
Right. And this happens in just about every family where a brother and a sister or a mother and a daughter or whatever, there's a rift and it goes on for a year, sometimes 10 years, sometimes 6 months. There's always those little separations, and then people end up mending those because they're family. So I think this will happen with Chloe eventually and her sister, but let her get sober and let her get sane. And until then, don't have any contact with her. All right.
I'm going to talk to Chloe off the air.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to take a break. Jesus. Goldfinger is here tonight. We're going to hear something off the new CD when we come back. We'll also take some more calls after this. It is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. We got John and Kelly and Charlie and Darren, all from Goldfinger.
I want to give a shout out to Unwritten Law and the Imposters who are listening.
Oh, really?
Hello.
Unwritten Law was on the show
so the first night
4 weeks ago.
Yeah, the first night you haven't worn one of their hats in about a month.
What hat am I wearing tonight?
LA Dodgers.
Oh, I must have sweated through.
And this is PK with Unwritten Law. And you're listening to Loveline with Adam Carolla.
That guy's so fast, man. My God.
What's that?
Silver tongues, those unwritten lawyers. They were in here like a month ago, right?
Yeah.
All right. I 3 months ago?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Darren's Coconut Ass, live from Omaha is the name of the CD. I think we should hear something off it. Now, this is, are they all covers? Let me
All
see
covers.
this here.
All covers.
Oh, wait a minute. All right.
Yep.
Drew, cover for me while I'm looking for covers.
On the back.
Take a call?
No. All right, yeah. We'll take a call and then we'll hear a song. Evan?
Yeah.
You're 20. What's up?
About a month ago, my girlfriend broke up with me, and it was like, it's actually the first time I've ever been really dumped. And I don't know, it hurt really bad. And like, ever since, I've just been like trying to find a replacement, kind of, like another girlfriend. I don't know, it's been like frantic. I've been going...
Rebound.
Like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Rebound.
I went to like a couple of my ex-girlfriends, tried getting back with them, or, just trying to keep contact with them.
Yeah, but Evan, they're all trying to find some sort of life preserver to prevent you from feeling the pain of the loss of the relationship you've now lost. You've got to just go through this. You have to, and learn from it, too. Figure out what went wrong in this relationship, why she dumped you.
Oh, she told me why she dumped me, and I know why she dumped me. I'm addicted to marijuana. I've been smoking for about 3 years constantly.
All right, well, why don't you do something about your addiction? This is one of many losses.
Why should he? She's gone.
Yeah.
Now's the time to smoke out.
This is one of
Find a girlfriend who's addicted to marijuana.
Numb your brain.
This is one of many losses you're going to have
Hang
in
out
your
at a
life.
head shop.
Yeah. You've really made it clear.
Good job at a head shop.
Go to a fish show.
You made it clear that the marijuana is more important than somebody you really love.
But no, I was willing to give it up. I was going to, and before I guess I was able to, or before I guess I began to try, she just called me and told me that I was too heavily addicted into it. Her family has a past of drugs, and she wanted to be away from it.
Is she sober? Is she a sober person?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. She drinks,
all right.
She's a codependent, raging.
Well, if she was a raging codependent, she'd still be with him.
That's right.
She's a mild codependent.
Well, but sometimes...
And that wasn't it at all. She told me that
Thanks, Charlie.
She didn't want me to quit for her. She didn't want that hanging over her head.
Yeah, see, this is all right. This is also a quasi-treated codependency. It's like she could have hung in with you if she were focusing on her own recovery, and then.
But Evan's angle is he was fixing to quit, but she split before.
Right.
Like he started, like he's on some downhill run that he already started, and she didn't wait until he completed it.
Which is nonsense.
All you have to do is not smoke pot.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of felt like she gave up on me. Like
if you didn't go to program, if you weren't getting treatment, she should give up on you because you aren't going to stop.
All right, Evan.
She's out of your life.
There you go. You'll find another one.
Get back.
Also, one more thing, guys.
Smoke a fatty and
I listen to you guys every night. I work at night, and I'd like to say hi to everybody working at Ability Maintenance, working out there tonight.
All right.
In the house.
Are they just going to offices and cleaning up?
No, we clean parking lots for a living.
Ooh.
Even better.
Find anything good?
What's the sickest thing you've ever found, dude?
Oh, God, the sickest thing I ever found in a Target parking lot. Oh, sorry, probably shouldn't have said the name.
That's all right.
a little late.
I wonder if he's stoned.
In a parking lot, we found a pair of pantyhose where a woman had messed herself and just, I guess, screwed herself up and left it.
Well, number one, number two, or...
How do you know it was a woman?
Number two.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, because it was a pair of pantyhose. It could have been a man.
So?
But,
Wait, what city was that in?
What city
What
was that?
city?
Are you thinking it might be your mom, Darren?
It might be me.
Was it in Buffalo?
All right, Evan.
All right.
All right. Good luck.
Bye.
Wow, geez, who could leave all that? The guy cleans parking lots at 4 in the morning. He's addicted to weed. You wonder what this broad was thinking. Where's she going?
Nothing but downhill now.
Yeah. Must have, I don't know. I mean, you know what I mean? All right, he's shocked. We'll listen to a little Goldfinger now. That's what we should do. All right. This one's called Just Like Heaven. That is Goldfinger. Hey, that sounds good.
Actually, that was The Cure.
No, it wasn't.
It was us doing The Cure.
Cure finger.
Yeah, but you know what's kind of neat is that sort of seems like how the song should have went.
That we met Robert Smith.
Drew does
in
not
Boston.
agree.
No, I like that song.
It was so cool. We were watching the specials play at the Middle East in Boston, and Robert Smith is like on stage. I mean, he's got still got the makeup and the hair, but he's like listening to ska music. You picture this guy. He has this thing. It looked like he was drinking water. This thing filled with vodka, just standing next to us, going, "Oh."
And his breath was so good.
Yeah, it was pretty good breath. But he's like, I remember these guys. I could just see him at a special show in '77, like skanking Robert Smith. Something I couldn't imagine. It was really bizarre.
You know what he did at a special show? He was at the back. He watched, went home and cried, and wrote like all the songs.
Probably.
Tell you, that was the right pace for that song.
But these guys really walked in the studio and did that in one take?
Yeah.
That was
pretty
one?
impressive.
Really?
I had to overdub my guitar solos, that's all.
Whole album.
There's no
Christ.
guitar solos. Yeah, it was one.
He pretty much pressed record and play and just went.
And
That was
you
it.
weren't even planning on
There's
cutting
only
a
4
record?
chords in the whole song.
Nope.
I know, but listen, it's impressive. It just sounded good.
Well, thanks.
That's all. All right.
We're the best rock band on earth.
We're partial to
Next
that.
to Skinnerd.
They're bigger than Jesus, too.
Skinnerd.
Wyatt,
Yeah, what's up?
you're 18. What's up?
I just want to tell Goldfinger that their first album was like the reason I really got into punk music.
But it's a Calypso record, dude.
What?
Thank you very much.
Your name's Wyatt?
Yeah.
Is your last name Earp?
Oh, my God.
See, that's like that Jay Leno question.
You know what I like?
Now he doesn't like us anymore.
I always keep an eye on the clock to see what time the band turns on Darren. It's
I
usually
lasted 35 minutes.
Yeah, I know. It's
That was-
usually
that
about
was
5
amazing.
minutes into the show.
This is just like a record.
They must be tired or something. Is he wearing you guys down?
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt,
I mean,
thank
what are
you.
you
That's a
gonna do?
really good compliment, man. Thank you.
You're very, very funny.
And your question is?
Funny.
I saw you guys in Petaluma, California, at the Phoenix Theater.
That place just closed down, you know.
No, it hasn't.
I had a buddy of mine email me and said it's
I think
closed
this guy.
down.
I think Wyatt lives there, dude.
No, I live about 10 miles away.
So it's not closed down.
I promote shows for Epitaph on the Epitaph Street team, so I know all about it.
I love that club.
Well, that's
Now the
good news
audience is
then.
turning on Darren.
What?
So it's definitely not closed down.
Matters. What's your question, dude?
You guys went on tour with Bad Religion a while ago.
Yeah.
Are they breaking up?
No, they're doing a new record.
just...
Because they're doing another album, but I heard it's called The Last Word, and it's like I'm really worried they're going to break up, and I'm never going to hear any more Bad Religion songs.
Dude, they made like 79 records.
Yeah,
you will always have Bad Religion.
together
I
for
know, I
20
have
years.
every album.
30.
Now,
30 years. They have been.
30 years?
30 years.
They haven't been together.
They've been together since 1958, bro. Is that
No, but they,
68.
68.
they're coming up on 20 years.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, yeah.
Singer's coming up on 60.
Right.
Wait a second.
Woo!
I was going to get back to him.
We love you, Greg.
All right. Darren will email you. Star,
That's the truth.
Yeah.
You're 27.
Yep.
What's up?
I can I can only have vaginal orgasms. I can't have clitoral orgasms.
Same here.
What does that mean?
It means that when I have sex with a guy, he tries to give me a clitoral orgasm, and I want him to give me a vaginal orgasm.
We don't know what is the difference.
Well, you're just talking about oral sex versus intercourse?
No, I'm talking about being stimulated from within rather than in the clitoris.
Right. All right. Some women make a distinction, and then some women don't. We don't really care.
It's all the same thing.
Fake it. We don't care.
The ultimate reaction is the same no matter where it comes from.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, do you know...
What's up with a squirter then?
Squirting is an intense version of a
regular orgasm.
Although some women we talk to claim that it seems to be fairly random, and it's not. And it's not so much about intensity.
More prevalent than we know.
Yeah.
Charlie?
Up with a squirt.
You ever been squirted?
A few times, yeah.
Really?
Well, first time I thought I was getting peed on.
Right.
Which was cool, whatever.
You just wish the dude would have stopped.
Shoo! Hey, dude, I thought we were going to talk about your dad.
Oh, okay. Come on, now it's time for another White Herb joke. Come on.
You're gay.
All right.
By the way,
What?
the Phoenix Theater is not closed.
All right.
Damn, Darren, people are
Everyone-
just taking you to town.
Everyone's turned
We
on it
love
now.
the Phoenix Theater. Next.
All right, so Star, you're having an orgasm. Fine. Okay?
No, there's different kinds. I want to be
Okay.
able to have both kinds.
Have you ever had the other kind?
A clitoral orgasm?
Yeah.
Once.
And what was different about that?
I don't know.
Well,
what were you doing?
I wasn't doing it. He was.
What was he doing?
I don't know. It was just.
All right, shut up. Jesus Christ. It's 10
reciting
minutes to figure out what was going on with her
the
snatch.
point is there's no difference.
Jesus Christ.
Really?
Who cares?
Really? Maybe
As
some
long
subtle
as-
perceptual.
Listen, I don't like it when someone's having an orgasm and feeling gypped or
I
ripped
know.
off or
As long
cheated.
as the end result is
Yeah.
there, what do you?
Yeah, we got one orgasm. That's all we need.
She's like, I won $1 million, but it was all in nickels.
Yeah.
What?
No, I know what he said.
You got $1 million. Shut up.
Right. You should. If you said tens, it would have been
Funnier.
Yeah, better.
Anyway.
You're done.
Now you turn on me, Adam.
No, I still love
Drew's
you.
next.
No, he doesn't. I'm going.
Sarah,
Yeah.
you're 19.
Yeah.
You're on with Goldfinger.
Hey, what's up? I had a question.
Word.
This has been bugging me a lot. I just recently moved back from the East Coast, and I guess I was surrounded by a lot of bisexual people. And recently, I've been I've had this attraction to other girls. And I mean, this is just recently because I totally love guys, but I can totally see myself with a girl.
Right.
And not
what's the East Coast have to do with this?
Well, because I mean, in Miami, I was I hung around with a lot of girls who were just into this. But I myself have never had a bisexual experience.
Yeah, wherever the weather gets hot, the roaches get bigger and chicks get hornier and people start acting out. The heat kind of does that.
Makes you crazy.
Yeah, it's not so much of this in Minnesota. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of it, but where it gets hot, Rio de Janeiro and stuff, people just take their pants off and start humping anything that moves. All right, so Sarah?
Yeah.
So you blame it on Miami.
No, I mean.
There's also a lot of old Jews there, too.
No.
Maybe you're going Jewish.
No.
No, okay.
There's a lot of really pretty girls.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a dream the other day where I was having a sexual experience with another girl. And I was like, wow.
Okay.
Did you get it on tape?
No.
All right. I made up for the White Herb one,
This
by the
is
way.
normal. I mean,
Well, anything in your history to confuse your sexual identity?
no, I'm just so confused. I'm like, God.
There's no previous history of any trauma or anything to make it.
No.
All right, so why don't you try screwing around with a woman, see how you like it. You don't have a boyfriend right now?
No. But
All
I
right.
mean, a lot of people ask me, have you ever been with a girl? I'm like, no, but I want to. You know?
All right, well, go ahead. You have me, Drew, and the band's blessing on this one.
Absolutely. If it smells good, eat it.
That's right.
Send it to P.O. Box 12.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You're curious. Experiment. You'll probably just check it off the list, but that's fine.
So, do a lot of people do this, or
Tons, more than you know.
Yeah.
really?
Yes.
All right.
Drew, is
All
there
right.
something about women's makeup or something that makes them more prone to bisexuality?
We don't know if it's a biological thing or a cultural thing or both, but women are generally just more fluid with their sexuality. They can.
No pun intended.
No, it's just more easy. It's easy for them to consider same-sex kinds of experience. It's something that more easily. But for a male, it's a heterosexual male. That's a very tough reach. That you can't even process. You can't even make it there. For a woman, she's open to that, and she can come back from that. For a man, he goes that direction. He tends to stay there.
Right. And society looks at women as sort of.
But maybe that's because of the biology, though, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, whenever we try to sell something, it's a chick who's selling it, and chicks appreciate chicks, and guys appreciate chicks, and it's sort of what we use as the
sexual object.
Right. Yeah. We recognize women, so I think women recognize them too.
Mm-hmm.
God bless them. I know women. Just about every woman I know has a friend or some celebrity they know from TV or something who goes, "Yeah, I'd do it with her." You know what I'm saying? Whereas guys aren't like, "Well, I'm not really into dudes, but I'd blow Stu. Stu plays one hell of a game of snooker, and I'm really impressed.
Snooker?
Yeah, I mean, he can really shoot snooker.
What's up, guys?
I know what John's thinking. And he wants to say
Darren loves Wayne Gretzky. I mean, like, he always talks about having sex with
yeah,
that
no,
guy.
seriously.
Always
I have a
talks about
song that I wrote, and it's called "The Only Man I'd Have Sex With," and it's about Wayne Gretzky.
Adam's got one of those.
And it's on the CD. I brought it here.
But I
for
just
you.
say the Kings.
No. You Jimmy.
The whole
Jimmy.
Kings?
I would have sex
you
with
know.
the whole Kings.
No, but really, you really think if push came to shove, you'd get it on with Wayne?
I'd make out with him.
Would you?
Yeah.
I mean, just to get a picture?
Just for bragging rights.
Right.
Yeah.
Bragging rights.
Celebrity bragging rights.
All right.
No, but I just want to ask something. I mean, if Drew, if you say that men, like, it's impossible for them to conceive it.
I didn't say impossible. It's just to reach.
Harder.
Much harder.
Heterosexual men.
I mean, how come, like, well, I'm not even going to go there, but I mean, I just wonder why so many people.
You got another Darren story?
Like just say as kids, they, mess around with their friends or this or that just to see kind of what's going on, or maybe it's.
I think when
doesn't
you're a
happen,
kid,
or-
I think when you're a kid, you're like a monkey. Just whatever's around, you grab onto it or pull yours out. That's just experimentation.
Experimentation, exploration, monkeying around does not have a sexual goal. There's no sexual orientation.
Well, no,
to
but you know there's some energy to it. There's just no firepower behind
Right,
it. But
it's not directed.
But let's just take it from once you become an adult or after puberty. Once that comes into play, most guys are either in or they're out, and there's none of that. Well, I could go either way, or you could talk me into this one, or if I had a few wine coolers, I'd blow Gretzky.
Hey, man, it's just a piece of skin.
I had sex with my bed once.
Well, you talked about this last time.
Too much information.
All right, we're gonna move on.
Faggot better run.
Drew, please do not judge.
What
Darren.
was that? I can't believe that came out of your mouth.
Do not judge him. There's a long story behind that. All right, we are going to take ourselves a little break. When we come back, I'm going to explain how I sodomized Gordie Howe once during an All-Star game.
Sweet.
Gretzky's really the good one, not the great one, Darren told me.
And we'll be back after this. It is Loveline. We have Goldfinger here tonight. We got John and Kelly and Charlie, and of course, everyone's favorite, Darren.
Yeah, word up.
And the new CD is called Darren's Coconut Ass, live from Omaha. And even though most of these songs were done in one take, it is tight. Very, very tight. All right, where the hell were we? We'll hear another song off it, too, in about 20 minutes or so. So let's go back to the phones. Tracy,
Yeah?
you're 25. What's up?
Well, just recently, I've been hanging out with my friend, and he's 18. And I've known him for like a year, maybe more, and I've known him through his mom. And if his mom ever found out, he'd kill me. But we've just been hanging out, and then it just kind of started to escalate. And I was just wondering, because, I really don't have any problem getting guys. And is there something wrong with me?
Being with somebody so young, is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
You having sex with him?
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. But you...
Kind of.
Yeah, I know, I like that one.
Interesting answer.
And you have a 9-year-old and a 3-year-old, the screen says?
That what?
You have a 9-year-old?
Yeah, I have a 9-year-old and a 3-year-old, but they don't. They go to their dad's house, and
Right. I'm sure he's a gem. How old is the dad?
he's 32.
Uh-huh. So
He was 16. He was 23.
Right.
Right, so he's all class. Which trade is he in? Drywall, or is he a tin knocker?
Let's guess. Should we guess?
How about auto mechanic?
Oh, that sounds about right.
There was a pool there, but we
Part-time
It's kind of like a lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah. Except for you get $9 an hour, and you repack front wheel bearings instead of give dissertations. Okay.
Packing something else.
Right. So how is the biological dad, by the way?
What do you mean?
Is he a good guy?
Yeah, he's a good guy. Just didn't work out between us.
All right, but he loves his kids?
Right.
Okay, and he sees them a couple days a week?
Right, yeah.
All right, and are you in love with this 18-year-old?
No, I'm not in love with him. I really like spending time with him.
Right, but you like spending time with guys in general, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not intimately.
You don't?
Well,
All right.
first, unless you're bisexual. Yeah,
What? Are you bisexual?
could be, but that's not the issue.
Oh, boy. I'm about ready to start gambling on you.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All right, let's do some gambling.
Let's do it.
You guys got some money?
Yeah.
You guys got a buck? It's been a while since we've gambled with a Goldfinger. Drew?
I have a wallet.
You don't have any money? I got money.
I have a dollar. I have a dollar.
I have a dollar.
I have a dollar?
I've never played this. What's the gamble?
He'll explain it.
All right, here's the deal. Tracy is, what do you need, a dollar, Drew?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. We got a nice pot happening. So 3/4 of it is mine, but it's still exciting. All right, here's the way we play the gambling game. You have to be specific, and we gamble on Tracy's past. Now, we know she got pregnant at like 15 and a half, something like that. She got pregnant by a guy who was like 22. She's bisexual. She's got another kid, probably from another relationship. Let me check here. Tracy?
Uh-huh.
3-year-old from another guy?
Oh, my God, you guys are pretty good, aren't you?
All right, hold on.
Where's he?
We'll be right back.
What's his deal?
Oh, he's the one that comes and picks up the kids.
What?
Where's the 9-year-old's dad?
He's a deadbeat off somewhere else.
Oh, okay, so that's not the mechanic.
No. But
No.
this guy does rocks or drywall or something, I don't know.
Yeah, he hangs sheetrock.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Does he?
No, not
Astroburger.
that I know of.
What's he do for a living?
I'm not sure, you know. I guess he probably lives off his mom.
Okay, hold on a
I
second.
got my bet. I got mine.
All right. All right, well, now, what we do is we gamble on Tracy's past. What kind of environment did she grow up in? Was there alcoholism, physical abuse, sexual abuse? Sometimes you can say nothing. Everything's fine. Parents still together. No overt abuse. That's not a bad bet sometimes. Sometimes they don't admit to things. All right, Darren, you want to go first?
I say her father was an alcoholic, and I'm not going to be specific about which parent left, but it's definitely a one-parent situation.
What time? How old?
Parents divorced when they or separated when she was 11.
11. All right, Charlie?
I will definitely say that the father. Oh man.
I love this game.
Well, I want to say he sexually abused her, or he left, but I can only pick one, right?
Yeah, you can go with
go both.
It was sexually abused.
Okay,
her
I
on the
will
way
take.
out.
He sexually abused her on the way out.
All right.
What age, Helio?
Oh man.
Because we're all booking on the guy.
I'll say before 12, definitely.
All right. Well, Darren got 11.
Darren's got 11.
Then I'll take 11 and down.
All right.
11 and down. All right, Kelly?
That seems pretty safe. I gotta go.
No, you can't.
I gotta go. I gotta go completely different.
No, you can just modify that and make it more specific.
Modify that. Ooh, I'm definitely gonna go with the one parent. Probably the father, hence all the men rotating.
What's her name, Tracy?
But the father stayed?
No, the father bailed.
All right, all right.
She's definitely got some issues about men.
All right, hold
obviously.
on. Hold on 1 second, everybody, because I'm looking up the clock. We got to take a break here.
Okay.
We'll get back. We'll get to the gambling. We'll get to the bottom of Tracy. We'll do that with Goldfinger, and we'll get to the whole thing after this.
Very Curtis Mayfield.
It is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. Goldfinger is here. Of course, that means John and Kelly and Charlie and Darren. And when we left off, and by the way, Darren's Coconut Ass, live from Omaha, is the latest CD, and we're going to hear something else off of that soon. But first, we have to finish the gambling now. Let me just say hi to Tracy again. Tracy?
Uh-huh.
All right, so Tracy's 25. She has a 9-year-old and a 3-year-old.
An 18-year-old lover.
18-year-old lover. The kids are from 2 different guys. And one of the guys, she was pregnant when she was 15 and a half, and the guy was like 23 or something like that, right? Right. All right, hang on, Tracy, because we're gambling on you. And you're bisexual.
Maybe.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, so Darren got his bet in. Charlie got his bet in. Kelly's sort of halfway into his bet.
I'm gonna go molested at a young age. I'm gonna go about 4 or 5.
About 4 or 5. Who did the molesting?
Dude.
Dad? Dad did the molesting?
It's either dad or I'm gonna go. It's like
All right,
Go uncle, dude. Go
How's it?
uncle.
Charlie said that, right?
I did.
You said dad. I kind of
Go
want to go.
uncle, then.
Can I go uncle / family member? Or,
Right, not dad. Yeah, good.
Okay.
Okay, I see. All right, John?
I'm not gonna go with any of.
Fusion. I'm going to go with never really knew the dad, kind of like her kid not knowing her dad, first dad, and mom bringing in a succession of sort of boyfriend, uncle types, stepdads. One of those guys got to her. Okay?
That's good.
That's mine.
That's almost where I was going.
What do you think?
I agree with that. I'll go a little bit different. I'll say that
Blown out.
Jennifer is... No, Tracy, rather. No, I think Adam's kind of got it. But
really?
Yeah, I think so.
Never know.
That this is an exact recreation of Mom. I mean,
that's what I'm going
Yeah,
with.
Tracy is Mom. This is it. Mom is recreated. But I'll say no sexual abuse. A lot of chaos in the house. Mom, totally chaotic.
Solid.
Guys through, whatnot. And as an escape, she started messing around with her friends, peers. At a young age, like 9, let's say.
And the winner is?
Tracy?
You guys have it all wrong. How could you just mess all that up
See?
like that?
I told you someone should have won for
Dad
denial.
was an alcoholic. Mom and Dad separated at 11. I'm nothing like my mother.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Slow
Hold
down.
on a
So
second
far,
there, Tracy.
you've hit on a couple of them exactly.
Your dad was an alcoholic?
My dad was an alcoholic. My
John?
parents separated when I was 11.
11?
Darren?
I'm nothing like my mother. She's only had like 2 boyfriends in my whole life, and my dad lives 2 blocks from me.
Okay.
He was an alcoholic.
All right, so Darren went with alcohol.
Any molestation?
What?
Were you ever molested?
What kind of question is that?
Well, it's part of the game.
No, I wasn't.
All right.
You know, how about messing around with the kids your own?
I just want to know.
No, we're not losers. Darren nailed it head on.
Darren got it exactly.
You should feel really bad about that, by the way.
If the drummer can figure out your psychological makeup.
Yeah.
So did I win?
It's a very bad sign.
Did you say he said dad alcoholic though?
Yeah, but Darren
Okay.
He got the 11.
Darren got it exactly.
Your parents broke up when you were 11?
Yes.
Okay, and when did you lose your virginity?
When I was 14.
And how old was the guy?
19.
I believe he was 18.
Yep, there you go.
That's getting close to a little abuse there.
Did you mess around with any kids your own age before that?
Oh, yeah. I guess. Well, before that, no, but just up till recently, because I split up with my youngest daughter's father not too long ago, about a year ago, and that's when I started dating guys more recent to my age. And then all of a sudden, I just did this big drop and started dating guys younger than me.
Right, but we're not really interested in the present. We're just sort of what led you to the present. You know what I mean? So you're 14, you lost your virginity to a guy you say is 18, but he's probably more like 20.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
When you were 14, you lost your virginity to a guy who was 20?
No.
How old?
18.
All right. Okay, nothing before then.
No.
Did you do any experimentation with kids your own age or anything? Remember that?
Probably when I was younger. I think all kids do that.
Yes, they do, Drew. So that's not going to get you a dollar.
You're pulling at straws now.
No, I got a real strong sense there's something here.
Yeah, you got a real strong sense you're on $6.
No, I'm out either way because Darren hit it exactly right with the dad and stuff. But I still think there's something.
And you're really riding high because you didn't even put a goddamn buck in. That's my dollar I'm giving to Darren.
Guys, my problem is that I'm...
Darren will smoke that. You know, go right to his
It
head.
still doesn't explain where all the sexual identity problem comes from. The dad leaving at 11, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
And so
Tracy,
that's why I'm getting strongly this something happened.
All right, Tracy, be very honest with us for just 1 second because the gambling is over. We know your dad left. What about before he left? He was an alcoholic. Was he verbally abusive? What kind of guy was he?
Well, yeah, I was pretty verbally abusive. That was about it.
Any physical abuse?
Just between him and my mom.
Oh, just that. Okay.
So he beat on Mom a little bit?
Yeah.
Did he beat on you?
No, not until I got older.
See, this is what...
See, yeah. You know, Tracy's she's like just a ball of yarn. He just keeps going.
I mean, keep unraveling.
You can just keeps unraveling like a cat that gets hold of the bottom of a sweater that's hanging on a clothesline. Just keeps going. So now the guy was beat on your mom. He was verbally abusive. He ended up beating on you later.
Well, he has a few times, I guess, just to certain occasions.
Right, like
Christmas and Hanukkah.
Christmas, Hanukkah,
Yeah, right.
Passover.
No, when
things
I
like that.
cussed my stepmom out or something, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, and so never any sexual abuse.
No.
Why am I thinking that you kind of messed around, sort of explored sexually with kids your own age at maybe 9?
You get something like that going?
What, when I was younger as a child?
Like 9, 10.
Little neighborhood action.
Oh, well, yeah, probably.
Okay.
But nothing too intense. I believe that all kids do it. I caught my 9-year-old doing it.
All right. Well, that is your 9-year-old, though, Tracy. I mean,
Thank you very much.
There's a difference between exploration, though, and sort of sexual, acting out. I got a strong one.
all right. I know you're following a hunch, but don't you think an alcoholic, a physically abusive dad is enough to sort of send most chicks going in almost any direction, sort of sexually? You know what I mean?
No, I'd expect her to hook up with some abusive guys, being to dominate.
Well, she lost her virginity at 14 with an guy who was 18 at least.
I'll tell you what
and then
does
got
fit.
pregnant at 15 and a half.
Is that the father of the 3-year-old is a good guy, and she couldn't handle that.
Right.
She had to break that relationship up.
All right. Well, let's give Darren the big wad of cash for getting not only the alcoholic dad, which was a common answer, but age 11.
Hitting 11, yeah.
With the breakup.
Where's that cha-ching drop?
There you go.
Got
Darren.
that?
That's
No?
it.
That'll take
He
5
doesn't
minutes.
like you, dude. Don't spend it all at Jack in the Box.
Excellent.
He's going to eat that before tonight.
I'm going right to the candy machine.
Oh, Darren. Not that Darren. Darren?
Yeah.
30-year-old Darren? What's up?
I have a question for Drew. I have hypogammaglobulinemia.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Whoa.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is that, Drew?
It's a deficiency of gamma globulin, which is one of the main immune globulins in the body. So you're slightly immune deficient. And is it gamma globulinemia, hypogammaglobulinemia only?
Hypogammaglobulinemia.
Okay, go ahead.
Every time after sex with my wife, I go into a cough immediately.
You go into a cough?
I start coughing immediately.
Aren't you getting gamma globulin replacement?
Yes, I am. Two
So
times a month, 20 grams.
So you're restored. You have normal gamma globulin levels.
Well, no, this all started out as, they gave me like, they diagnosed me at 7, whatever the number is, 7 on my IgG level.
Mm-hmm.
And they've gotten me up to 42 and then 142.
Mm-hmm.
And my doctor's really not really that great, but there's not a lot of...
Why would you start coughing after sex, though, Drew?
It must be some sort of neural reflex.
Well, it's anytime after anything physical.
Right. Well, asthma.
Is that what this is?
I don't have asthma.
Well, you may have exertionally induced asthma.
Does your wife let you gamma globulin on her belly?
Yeah.
See, that's why I get the big bucks.
Ejaculating.
All right, so...
And also, I had another question. My wife was diagnosed with cervical cancer, and I have, I've never cheated on my wife or anything, but
Warts.
I have genital warts.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if that was connected in any way.
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Oh, yes.
Is there any information on the internet or any place I can...
Sure, look at human papillomavirus. Look at the National Institute of Health and look under human papillomavirus. You can look at drdrew.com, go in my office to the NIH site, and then in there you can scroll down, they have the wart category you can get into.
What about the Goldfinger websites? Anything on HPV?
Charlie, you want to take this? No, because you were leaning towards the mic, not because of anything. Because you were leaning towards the mic. I thought you had something to say.
Now it seems worse. Darren?
Yeah.
So what's the answer, Drew? Do you have an answer?
You need
for
to be
him?
tested for exercise-induced asthma. This is not about your hypogammaglobulinemia per se.
How's your wife doing?
She's doing good.
The cancer has been cut out completely?
Yeah, she still has to have her pap smears done every year.
Right, but that's fine.
So, I mean,
everyone gets those.
But the wart virus clearly is a causative agent, if not the.
So he gave her warts, and she didn't know she had warts.
Right.
And then it caused the cancer.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Right. All right.
He cheated on her.
One more call, and then we'll hear some Goldfinger.
Hello?
Jennifer?
Hi.
You're 18.
Yeah, I just wanted to say hi to Goldfinger. I love you guys so much. I saw you at Boston's in Arizona not too long ago.
Oh, yeah, the outside.
Oh, it's horrible.
So-
You guys are great. But can I tell you a story real quick?
Please.
Go for it,
real quick.
Well, my friend, he was at U of A, and he was going to take me to the show, and his key got stuck in his van, and I'm friends with the Hippos, and they put me on the guest list. And I was 2 hours late to the show, and it was so packed, and some girl tried to steal my bag, but it made my day when I was in the back by the Hippos, and...
And one time at band camp, I had a...
No, when your new bassist, Kelly?
Yes.
Kelly.
Yeah, he came up and
molested you.
Took you on a date.
played the bass right next to me. It made my night. It was nice.
See, that's what I'm here for.
He's a
Come on, she's
pleaser.
talking about me. It's not that bad.
Thank you for your story.
Yeah, I thank you.
And when the question is, when are you going to be in Arizona again?
Spring.
Come on, everybody, put a dollar out. April.
So the album's out in, what, March or April?
Our album is out April 4th.
All right, so then you'll have to hit the road after it comes out.
absolutely.
March 29th, I now hear from the booth.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
It's out April 1st.
All right, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. All right, give us $1 back for that one.
Yeah, I want to go back to the HPV discussion real quick. There's just some studies that came out that showed that persistent HPV. I've been talking for a while about how warts can fade out a little bit and maybe they go away. But there seems to be a certain brand that stays, and the ones that persist are the ones that tend to cause the cancers.
All right. Thanks for the information there, Drew. We're going to now hear something from Goldfinger off of Darren's Coconut Ass, live from Omaha. This is She Really Going Out With Him? Yeah. I was waiting for that. That is Goldfinger. Is She Really Going Out With Him? A great old Joe Jackson classic. It's sad when you're calling Joe Jackson. It's like classic.
A waterfall?
No, it's applause.
I know. It sounds like wonderful.
Darren's Coconut Ass, live from Omaha. Just another choice selection off of that. All right, so we're going to go back to the phones, and the non-cover Goldfinger album will be out March 29th. That's what I wanted to say. Monica?
Yeah. Hold on just a second.
You're 19. Okay, well, should we talk amongst ourselves?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's because,
hey,
she's talking to her dad.
Darren and the Kings are looking pretty strong this year. What do you say?
Robitaille's back tomorrow, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they? They got to be. They got to be about 700 or so.
Yeah, they're 14-7.
Yeah, really playing.
They're playing well.
Strong.
Should we talk amongst ourselves more?
Hey, how come they always boo that guy when he comes out?
Monica? Yeah, Lou Piniella got the same thing when he played when he played for the Yankees.
True.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't get it.
Monica?
We'll never beat Dick
What's
Buckus,
going on?
Okay, thanks for taking my call. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
I've got a really stupid problem, unusual, but I'm really counting on your help because, God, it's been bothering me for, like, the longest time for many, many years. And I just, tonight, like, tomorrow, I have a boyfriend right now. And actually, I said I'm 19, but I'm 20. I have a boyfriend, and I just kind of started dating him. It hasn't been that long. But I mean, my problem is it's really physical, but it gets deeper and stuff than that.
All right.
I have like a skin problem on my legs. Really, it's the biggest problem where it occurs on my legs. It's those little bumps, like with like almost like ingrown hairs and stuff. And I have really dry skin. And then also, I'm like pretty thin, and I'm 5'3", but I have really long, narrow feet, and they're size 9.5. And it's really like
9.5 chick.
Huh?
That's a girl's 9.5.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what?
Not that big. I don't know. It's
7.5 in guys.
They're just
6.
It's like a really big problem, and like.
Why is it a big problem? They're not that big.
All right, listen. Why do you care so much? No one else cares. That's the question.
One time in band class.
And the skin problem, you know, guys like really smooth skin on girls and
on their face. Do you have eczema? Is that what it is?
Huh?
Do you have eczema? Is that the skin condition?
No, it's not. No, it's not that. It's
Dr.
it's
Charlie.
little bump things.
It's what?
It's these little, like they're like almost like ingrown hairs, kind of.
It's hyperkeratosis pilaris, which
you're cold.
Each of your hair each of your hair follicles sort of sticks up like they're clogged with. You can get rid of that.
How?
Go see a dermatologist.
I have my doctors at Kaiser, and they're just
it occurs where your skin hits the clothing, like the sides of your arms, the size of your pants and stuff.
Yeah.
Girl, you got some
And a
moisturizer.
loofah, can't you just loofah that?
No, I've tried that.
It actually takes some steroid creams and things to actually get rid of it, and there's some special soaps and all. But you need to see a dermatologist, Monica. They can get rid of that for you. So here's the thing. You can get rid of that, and your feet aren't that big. And you've worried about this for 5 years.
Damn, girl, you got some big-ass feet.
Listen,
Why are you such a mess? That's the question,
But
Monica.
you're fine.
I know I am, and that's why the problem is it totally, like, this all affects, like...
No, emotionally,
That's
why
what
are you
you
such
mean.
a mess?
It-
Yeah, what's going on? You have an eating disorder?
No.
No?
No, I love food. No,
Did anyone do anything weird to you?
yeah, but I don't think that's been the problem because
Oh, yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Self-image
You're in
problem?
denial.
Absolutely.
What happened to you?
Another wager.
Oof.
I mean,
Monica.
I know what you guys want to hear. It's like the stuff that you ask everyone and stuff and the answers they usually give. I was molested just a teeny bit from my brother. My brother committed suicide, and my parents divorced when I was 4. There you go.
We never would have got
I
that.
don't think that's going to be the cause or factor for anything.
Such a minor
So just
perturbation.
a sprinkling of molestation?
It was
Just a
really
dusting,
light,
just a
and
light dusting of molestation?
My brother is a year older than me, and it was when I was about in middle school, maybe 7th or 8th grade.
He killed himself when he was 14?
he was a year older. And then, no, he killed himself when he was 17, and I don't know why.
Now, are you freaked out because you're angry at him and then he killed himself and now you feel guilty?
No, I really have just
Really?
been, like,
That was a pretty strong premise, Monica. I would have went with it.
it really, the reason I just know that there's some, I don't know, there's a little bit like, I was cool, I kind of forgave him a little bit, but there was like, we were like similar ages, and we were, teenagers, and siblings and stuff, you just kind of like, don't hang out with like, oh, my brother's a nerd or whatever, and I just kind of didn't care. And
all right, well, wait a minute. Let me just make sure we're on the same page here. He molested you a couple of times?
Yeah.
And you were how old?
I was in like maybe 7th or 8th grade.
7th or 8th grade. And he was just about the same age?
Right, a year older.
A year older.
13.
And then he killed himself not too long ago.
Oh, when he was 17, that was several years ago.
That's pretty freaky, though. I mean, if you're 16 and your 17-year-old brother kills himself, that's got to freak you out pretty good.
What does this have to do with the size of her feet?
Yeah, it was always before this. I was kind of aware. I tried to ignore it, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to be a nerd, and I don't care. But now, like, people are like, oh, like I'm like lately I've been getting guy attention, and it's it's exciting, and I'm like I get my hopes up, and then like I try to have a relationship and try to like I don't know. I guess I could like.
Do you have other compulsive activities or obsessional thoughts?
No.
You don't clean yourself a million times.
No, nothing.
And, rituals in your day, that sort of thing.
I'm a pretty like normal, young.
All right. Listen, write this down, HKP, and you give that to the dermatologist, hyperkeratosis pilaris.
Okay, I remember a doctor said something maybe, but yeah.
Well, go get that. It can be treated, all right?
Okay, but
hey, wait a minute. You got to shut up, quiet. You need some therapy.
That's what I talked to my dad about, and because I haven't talked to him for a while.
Good.
But
what did he say?
Yeah, I just started talking to him. He's getting me out of my situation. Like I'm living with some roommates, and I'm working and stuff. But we just found a place to live for me.
Hey, Monica. Therapy. Okay.
That's all it is.
That's it. Get your dad. Your feet will shrink when you go to the shrink.
Medicine.
All right.
Some medicines.
Same thing happened to my penis.
It grew?
No, I thought I was hung before I went to the therapist.
Shrunk. I see.
Yeah. No, I mean he set you straight. He just looked at it and said it was small. $90 for that. You know what I'm saying?
What a rip-off.
Yeah, I mean, come on. All right. Oh, geez, Monica's a mess. Oh, boy. And God knows. Ooh, God knows what was going on with that family. All right, therapy, and then when you're done, a little more therapy. Speaking of therapy, Goldfinger's our guest tonight. We're going to take ourselves a little break, and when we come back, we'll speak to Joey, who's 15. Dad is gay. Will this make him gay? He wants to know how it'll affect him. We'll figure that out after this. All right. Just having a lovely cyst conversation.
Look at Adam had a surgery, minor compared to what you need to get out of the wrist.
Where?
Taken out from here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Every time I hear corn, I always think about you, that one show, when they were late. And you kept going corn in the whole crowd. Remember that, dude?
Out on stage,
you were
yeah.
like 20 minutes, and you had corn.
No, they weren't late. I was just, the crowd was yelling corn in somewhere in Minneapolis. God, corn's weird.
My people call it maize.
Corn's,
See, now that was Kelly.
That was good, dude.
Yeah, I wasn't
No,
there.
dude, we played that show before corn, and you definitely got the crowd incited to start that chant.
I know, but the thing that was freaky, well, a couple things are freaky. That was 3 years ago, right?
Well, they kept, Candlebox was on after them, and people kept chanting corn through Candlebox.
Right. But they started yelling corn before I started yelling corn. I just yelled corn because they yelled corn.
Carrots.
Corn was, even 3 years ago, I'd barely heard of corn. They had such a strong sort of cult underground kind of following, even maybe more than 3 years ago.
Me and John knew them when they were LAPD back in the late 80s.
Their drummer, we used to share a studio with them. The drummer was like 14. He had like a neck gear.
You know, he had a total like one of those.
He was like such a kid. It's great. I love those guys.
They'll be in here next week, by the way.
Tell them we said what up.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to see them explode the way they have. All right, well, where the hell were we? So anyway, I was out and doing a stage announcement, and corn wasn't coming on for about another hour and a half, but I was still yelling corn. they must have been freaked out in their trailers because they were probably just like smoking pot and watching TV and hearing 30,000 people yell their band's name. And they probably thought it was time to hit the stage. And then Candlebox was probably pretty pissed off.
I wouldn't, yeah.
And who else was at that? Iggy Pop and Everclear?
No Doubt played.
Iggy watched their whole show. It freaked me out.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Great memory, Adam.
Yeah, who the hell else?
Garbage.
Garbage, yeah. That's a good show.
Boss Tones? No, they weren't.
No. English band.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Been around for a while.
Love and Rockets.
Love and Rockets. Real cool guys. They're nice guys. All right, drink wine with them on their bus. All right, where the hell were we?
What happened to Laura Keitlinger, who used to be on your TV show?
Laura is probably, well, doing stand-up now.
I saw her on, she did a thing on Comedy Central. She was looking like a hottie.
Laura's funny and nice, and it's too bad we got rid of her. But Loveline, the TV show, it's like Menudo. They toss the chicks out on their 25th birthday.
So what you're saying is she's going to come back as like a flamingo Latin dancer and have a big hit all over K-Rock?
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Okay, let's just
Anyway,
Joey?
You're done.
Yeah.
You're 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to hear the Wayne, or at least some of the Wayne Gretzky song that Darren spoke of earlier in the evening about having sex with Wayne Gretzky. Go ahead, Joey.
Hey, you guys.
Oh, your dad is gay?
Yeah. Actually, he knew you. He gave you a loan on your house or something.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. When? Like 3 years ago when I bought it?
Yeah. He told me that he gave you a loan on his house, and I was like, that's cool.
Yeah. Let me explain something. I want to say something real fast to all loan people. Because I've had to deal with this a few times. And I noticed that you have different relationships with different people depending on what it is they have and what it is that you want. There's certain businesses when you go in where they do a lot of ass kissing. I like those businesses. Like when you go in, you walk in, you're at the mall, and you go to like a Foot Locker or something, you just poke your head and you start poking around, and guys are going, hey, hey, sir, you look like a basketball player. What, you want to try one of these on? Guys doing nothing. But when you borrow money from people, they kick your ass. They're like, I mean, you'll say to them, you'll call them like a week later, how's the loan going? It's going all right. Well, when do you think, hey, we'll call you, all right? Okay, sorry. Yeah, okay. And it's like, because you want 50 grand from them, and they act like they're giving it to you. That's what it is. It's like they're your dad, and you've just come into the den and interrupted them and went, Dad, can I have 50 grand? And I said to the guy right across the table about halfway into his attitude, I said, hey, listen, here's the deal. I'm paying the money back. You're not giving me the money. Stop acting like you're giving me the money. I'm paying it back with a bunch of interest over a long period of time that's going to make you a lot of money. So let's sort of drop the attitude about you just giving me the money. That is the attitude that loan people have.
That's Joey's dad.
Joey, that is your dad, right?
Yes, it is.
I'll see him in hell. All right.
So what's going on?
Well, he's gay.
Bastards.
He's gay?
Yeah. And he told me when I was like 10, and I was like, what's this?
Does he still live with your mom?
Yeah, I live with my mom. I see him every other weekend.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if it can affect me any way in the future.
No, not unless you unless it bothers you. It's
Well, of course it bothers me.
Well, why does it bother you?
That's a little weird, right?
Yeah, it's not normal.
Well,
really.
That's getting more and more normal.
These days, yeah.
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 You're lucky that he concealed his sexuality from himself until he got to the point that he could sort of deal with it. Had he not done that, there would be no Joy.
Oh, okay.
So
decent point.
So you should thank him.
And here he is. He laid it on the line for you for a while. Made it very uncomfortable for him for many years.
Does he have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Is do you spend much time with them?
Every other weekend.
And when you Joey?
Yeah.
You still there? You all right with that? Is he a nice guy, the boyfriend?
Yeah, he's been with him for like 10 years. So.
Right. Three of you go out together and stuff?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of tough, though, when you have to ride in the boot of the Miata. There's no back seat. You got to kind of sit sideways.
Sidecar?
Yeah. All right, Joey, you'll be fine.
Okay, thanks.
Don't worry.
You'll be all right.
Okay.
You'll be laughing with your therapist about this in a couple of years. No big deal.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Tell your dad thanks for the loan. Okay, but just remember, I want you to remind him they don't give out money. They loan money. They loan it, okay?
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
It's not even their money either.
Will somebody back me up on this? Like, they'll say, like, yeah, we'll call you when it's ready. If you call them, they get pissed off. I thought I told you not to call. We'll get back to you. Relax. You know? And then they want, like, 45 types of ID and promissory notes, and they just start screaming at you, and they just start holding hoops up, and they just jump. And they never go, they'll never do this. I'll go, hey, listen, if it's not too much trouble, they go, you need a promissory note from your bank. And they just start yelling at you. And it's all based on them giving you money.
They know
A-holes.
They know if they're going to approve you after 5 minutes and they make you wait 5 days, that's to make you sweat.
Same thing with sex.
They do it purposely.
They're power tripping.
They know if they lead their review, they go, nah, this guy sucks. And then they still make you wait 5 days.
Oh, if they see those tattoos, Darren, you never get a penny.
How much loan experience do you have? Aside from members of the
loaned
band.
him a buck.
What about borrowing $3,000 from our manager to buy? What did you buy with that money?
A dildo.
You bought
Very
a
large.
gun, dude.
You bought a gold-plated swizzle stick and hard candy.
Somebody's pager's going off.
All right, where the hell are we here, Drew? And Drew, stop eating. Hold
What
on
the hell
a
is
second.
that?
My brother's only a banker. I wouldn't know anything about that.
Lauren?
Okay. So your brother's the jerk-off that Adam's talking about?
My brother. No, that's the gay dad.
All right, let's not
Lauren.
feud.
Hi.
Isn't that a band, gay dad?
You're 14.
We're off the air.
No eating till off the air, buddy. Go
Dad's
ahead.
Porno Mag.
You got it.
Okay, I want to say hi to the guys from Goldfinger.
Hey, hi.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Kelly is
great.
amazing.
They're picking on me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, so my question...
Sorry about that, drummer.
Take out
Your
the R
question.
and it's dumber.
Your question,
Okay, I'm 14 and I'm on birth control, right?
right?
I had this experience about a month ago with this guy, and we kind of hooked up. Like, he was naked and I had underwear on.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting like kind of like I threw up yesterday morning and today, and I've noticed an increasing in my eating and peeing. And so I don't know like how much of a chance that there is pregnancy. But
Were you on the pill when you were with this guy?
Yeah,
What?
You were taking it.
Where were your underpants? Were they?
On your head?
they're on me.
And did he go through the underpants or did he go around them?
Well, no, he was like erect, but he wasn't like. It was just like a shield or whatever. It wasn't really like.
What was he doing with his penis?
Was there intercourse?
Sneaky Pete.
No, there was not intercourse.
You probably don't need to worry
So
about it.
how do you figure you're pregnant?
Huh? Well, like like I've been extra tired, and
Did he drop the kids off?
I just want to be safe. I don't want to.
When did you start the pill? When did you start the pill?
I started in August.
And you've been taking it properly?
Yeah.
All right, easy with the
I take
popcorn,
it right
boys.
before I go to bed every night. And
Then you're not pregnant.
All right, I still want to know what he did with his penis.
it was just a little dry humpage. I mean, it wasn't anything.
Right.
Dry humpage. Yeah, that's the word.
Isn't that a Descendants song?
With the underpants on.
Yeah, I have my underpants on.
All right, hey, you're 14.
I'm 14.
Okay, easy now.
When I was 14, I loved dry humping.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I still love it.
I still do.
Oh, that's good.
All right, Lauren, how old is he?
He's 14 too.
Son of a bitch.
Slow down.
Yeah. Lauren's my sister's name, so I'd like you to hold off on the oral sex, would
We're
you?
not together anymore.
All right, good. Still slow down.
Okay, well.
All right.
Slow down.
See if I can try.
Lauren, slow down.
Christ.
I'll see if I can try.
Please.
I mean, how
For
do
your
you...
sake, not ours.
When you're really, your motor's purring pretty good at 14 and you're a young woman and you pretty much have it figured out that you're cute and you're starting to develop, you can get just about any guy you want, they're all horny and your dad's gone, long gone. What's to stop you from just, not having, 25 guys by the time you're 16?
You're thinking like a male, though. For a male, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, but if a woman is compensating for something or making up for something or every guy's daddy,
then they'll do that.
And that's scary because they can run unchecked.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll go unchecked.
Yeah.
It's like it's like like a superhero. You know what I mean? Like policemen's bullets cannot stop you. The countries don't have armies that can stop you. If you want, you can just destroy Tokyo if you like, and nothing can stop you. Women are this way if they want. Thankfully. Well, I don't know. Wait a minute. I'm not sure if I'm thankful about this. But the point is they don't normally act on it.
Right.
But if they go nuts, they can just do whatever they want.
That's right.
wish I knew some of them in high school.
That you do. They're all in the porno industry now.
I know, but I didn't. I actually went on a date with 2 chicks who later on got into the porn industry, and I didn't get anything off of them.
You dropped the ball.
Can you imagine that?
Wasn't Ivory and...
No, it was Missy Melendez and Christy Canyon.
You went out with Christy Canyon?
Well, what's exactly?
Dude, I didn't know you were that old.
I tried. Yeah, am I kidding? I'm older than she is.
Basically, Adam worked at Taco Bell on Tahunga and
it was Magnolia Colfax, smart ass.
Yeah, Colfax. Yeah.
All right.
Did you really work at that Taco Bell?
I applied for a job at that Taco Bell, but I didn't get it.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, I applied for a job on the Magnolia and Colfax across from North Hollywood High Taco Bell and was rejected.
Disqualified?
There's a Yum Yum Donuts right across the street.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't apply there, but I ate there a lot.
And Christy came in one day and she ordered a Burrito Supreme.
No, but I knew her from the Valley, and I asked her out on a date, and she stood me up a couple of times. But
what is it with the Valley? Like it harbors aging hair farmers and porn stars.
Don't know. Something in the water supply. I'm thinking.
Did you go to school? Did you go to school with her?
I went to school with her sister. I went to the Sadie Hawkins dance with her sister.
Did Christy have big boobs when you dated her?
That's why I asked her out. Yeah, I didn't date her. I just kept asking her out.
She kept saying no.
Eventually, she just gone, yeah, all right, yeah, sure. And then I thought we were going out, but we never ended up going out.
You sure she said yeah, or did you just make...
I was kind of, it was, yeah. Kind of get rid of you. Yeah, she knew what she was doing.
Well, so you can technically say she said yes to when you're dating.
Technically, I can, yeah. And then the other porn star, I did actually go out with for a couple of days, but I didn't get any sex.
Whatever.
All right.
She's still there.
She may be a porn star, but she still got her pride. All right, we're going to take a little break. Goldfinger is here, and we'll be back after this. All right, we're going to eat some popcorn. Ready?
Yes.
Go.
Oh, yeah.
It's Loveline. Goldfinger's here tonight.
Hold on.
Darren's Coconut Ass, live from Omaha. Is the name of the CD. The in-studio CD will be out on March 29th?
Oh, yeah, I have to say hi to my friends in Mess, the band I'm producing right now. They're here in town from Chicago.
Word up.
And I think we're going to hear something off of... Darren is doing a solo project because...
No, it's not.
Okay, let me explain. It's just a piece of S CD that I put together.
Piece of S.
Right.
Well, you can't say that word, I don't think.
Right.
It's just a garbage thing. I just put
let's
together.
hear it.
It's a lot of.
But it has the Wayne Gretzky song on it, right?
There is a song about.
That's the best song on the record.
You can play it
I
up
like body hair.
to the first
I have
chorus
too
and
much
then
body
stop.
hair.
You'll get the joke at that point.
All right.
Gretzky's good.
Yeah, we'll hear a little bit of that. All right. The Wayne Gretzky song from
Caught it after the first chorus.
D&D, Dangerous Darren, The Revenge of the Chicken Pig. All right, here we go. Let's hear it. Oh, that is solid.
That's awesome.
That's a nice little sample. And the part I like, when we get the calls where the 15-year-olds call in and they go, Darren, man, what was that Gretzky song about? And Darren says, whatever it means to you, man, that's what it's about.
Yeah, there's no hidden agenda in this song.
It's just whatever it means.
And Darren's been strangely well behaved tonight.
I think he's just getting old.
I got married, man.
Married is old.
Calming down.
Yeah.
Prostate's inflamed.
Dude, he just called you old, dude.
He just called my mom a whore.
A hooker.
You can't say whore, dude.
You can't say whore, man.
Karen,
Hi.
you're 25.
Hey, I'm dating a guy who's 10 years older than me, and I've never dated anyone older than me before. But seems like he loses his erections pretty easily. It's really fragile.
Well, he's 35, Adam. He's just like you. Very fragile.
That's my question. When you're 35, is that normal?
No. Hey, Karen.
Yeah.
You ever heard that song I wrote about blowing Rogie Vachon?
No.
No?
Go something like this. Rogie Vachon.
The only man in seconds. Rogie Vachon.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I think I just heard that.
It's a big hit in
No, that's something. I'm sure this is
Big in
something.
Winnipeg.
Unless he's on medication, unless he has some medical problems, I'm sure this is something he's been dealing with for a long time.
Yeah. Well, I kind of have a theory, and I wanted to run it by you.
All right, let's go.
Because I've been thinking about this.
All right.
He's got a really kind of a small frame, and I heard that sometimes people's testosterone levels when they're growing up
kind of dictates their build. And he looks younger than me, even though he's 10 years older, and he's just small-boned and everything. And I was just wondering if maybe that physical body type would
I doubt it.
You sure he's a guy?
I doubt it. Does he exercise at all, or does he?
Yeah, actually, he's very fit.
How big? How much does he weigh?
I haven't asked him, but
Ballpark.
I would guess probably 135 or.
Like, so he's David Spade.
He's tiny. Or Tom York.
Well, the other thing is that I've been kind of researching. I'm trying to find literature and things like what can a girlfriend do for something like this, especially since he won't talk about this no matter what.
Well, how he just loses his erection each time you guys get intimate?
About half the time. And then when it's there, it's not that there, you know?
He needs a medical evaluation first off.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you get him to get that? And he should want to.
Yeah.
Bring some toys in.
Well,
how long have you known him?
it's weird because if I try to do anything kind of kinky, it kind of freaks him out, and that definitely blows the whole thing.
How long you been with him?
A year and a half.
All right. Get him checked out.
Does he work for a loan company?
There could be something medical going on in terms of his development. He's 135 pounds. It's tiny.
Yeah, but little guys, they just hump faster.
How tall
Yeah,
is
but
he?
135 that's small.
Well, let me tell you about my buddy, the Wheeze. You know, he probably goes about $140 or so.
Wheeze?
Yeah, the
Way to
Wheeze.
blow
He
over.
did in his prime, but he'd hump at like 4,000 RPM. It's great. I just saw his ass. It just looked like a blur.
The hummingbird.
Looked like
From what
15
angle
asses.
did you see his humping ass?
Most angles. I lived with the Wheeze in a one-bedroom for like 4 years.
You know
there's
Pauly
a lot
Shore?
No. No, not the.
That's a
not
code name, the
not
Weasel.
No, this was the sex weasel. Was that Pauly Shore's thing too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I called the Wheeze though. I named him the sex weasel in like '81. When was Pauly Shore the sex weasel?
He was like 59, dude.
Oh, really?
Pauly Shore was way.
Is that all?
Shore's like 94.
Yeah, remember him and Dinah? They used to be married.
Wolfman Jack named him that.
So you saw him bone down?
Raymond, what's going on?
Yeah.
Raymond.
So
Hey.
the only perk of living with 3 guys in a one-bedroom, right?
What's going on?
Raymond, what's up?
Well, I'm 20, and I've been having sex with my teacher since I was 14. I lost my virginity to her, and I want to break off the relationship because it's screwing up all my other relationships.
All right, well, you got to graduate.
Yeah. How's your grades? Good?
What what does she teach?
German.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And is
Helga?
Does she schlick in your pimmel?
Sometimes.
Did you have...
Wait.
You had her in like the 9th grade?
Yes.
That's a disaster, Raymond.
And you started having sex with her in the 9th grade?
I lost my virginity to her in the 9th grade.
That's kind of cool. And how did you not tell everyone?
Well, now that I'm not in high school anymore, everybody knows.
I know, but could you imagine being like
And she
14,
still has a job?
nailing your teacher and not telling everybody who passed you in the hall?
Maybe she's just brutal.
Is she ugly?
No, she's one of the best-looking teachers in school.
And she's German?
Well, that's saying something.
How old is she?
She's American.
How old is she?
She's American.
How old is she now?
38.
Yeah, so she was 32, nailing a 14-year-old.
Perfectly normal,
Wow.
perfectly healthy. Hey, Raymond?
Disaster. She
I
needs to
tell
be
you.
exposed.
Yeah, those
She-
Germans, they try to screw everyone.
She needs to be exposed.
Tried to screw in the French. They screwed the Polacks. They screwed everybody. Those
English,
Germans
buzz
tried
bomb.
to screw England, but it didn't work. Here's the point. What's the point, Drew?
She's going to do this to somebody else. You got to
God, I
alert
wish it would have
people.
been me.
All right.
Yeah, really. I mean, when I was in high school, if a teacher was like, hey, what's up? And, like, it wouldn't have been that traumatic. And actually, there was a guy in my high school that was screwing his teacher for a while, and they got popped, and nothing ever happened to him. She got fired. But, like, so what?
Was that you, dude?
No.
All right.
Drew would freak out, but
We'll
he
talk
doesn't
during
have
the break,
time.
yeah.
All right, after this. All right, wait, that's it. Oh, thank God the week is over. I want everyone to go out and get Darren's Coconut Ass live from Omaha. That is Goldfinger's latest offering. Also, look for the new CD out the 29th of March, and then the Dangerous Darren CD, the one with wanting to bang Wayne Gretzky.
I don't want to bang him.
No, yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
That you should find that at Walmart and where else?
Kmart.
Kmart.
Target.
If they have a mart at the end of it.
Wherever wholesome Christian things are
Wherever
sold.
there's soil.
And our home
Christian
video
rock.
at
That is what you guys-
goldfingermusic.com.
Goldfingermusic.com.
Get the
Okay.
video. The video's rad.
And
There you go. With that, we'll end the show. Goldfinger, thank you very much. Nice to see you guys
Thank
again.
you.
Always a delight. And when the new CD comes out at the end of March,
Hopefully be back again.
Keeping it real.
Yeah,
Word.
absolutely will.
So we're all still here after the
Hey,
millennium.
how come you guys have an armed guard now?
Because
Stalkers, dude.
that's right.
Really?
Are you
Adam?
serious?
You got a
Yes.
stalker?
Drew's got
No,
'em.
Drew does. Until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Stock and Drew saying mahalo.